Well, here we are, another angling adventure. Today's angling adventure is on somewhere that last week was underwater. Yes, we're standing on the jetty that last week was flooded. So, let's see how we get on today. I was going to ledger this rod, but I'm going to put out a nice light float ledger. The float ledgering is the most delicate, resistance-free way of fishing. Let me set this on the rod pod here. I could fish with 3 rods in the rod pod. It would be absolutely sexual. Look at them all, aren't they beautiful? Right, let's get a bit. Let's get a bit. Let's put an eel on. So, the most delicate, easy to fish rig. All you have is your trace, a couple of weights in the trace, and your float. These floats are made by Mark Horton, so shout out to Mark because these are absolutely beautiful. The camera's probably not doing them justice, but he's painted them in like pike colours for Lough. So shout out to Mark for those, because those are awesome. Now I'm hoping that this is the right enough depth, so just going to hook it through the head and into the flank. So that's the only resistance the fish feels is the bait, because the weight's so close to the bait the fish won't notice it. At least that's the plan. And I have a rubber stopper on. So all I'm going to do with this is just flick it out. There. I'm not casting it far. That way it'll take a bit of time to sink. Let's put it a little bit further, just a little touch further. There we go. And that bait will be sat in the bottom. Put it into the rod rest here. That bait will be sat in the bottom, and that float will just sit like that there. If the pike picks up the bait, the float will rise and fall. Or if the float just disappears, obviously the pike is away with the bait. But I'm just fishing close to the mark, close to the jetty, because again, you don't have to cast millions of miles away. Just have to tighten down a little bit. Might have to put more weight in the trace. In fact, I might even just lower the stop knot bead a bit. I might be fishing it too much over depth. So I'll do that, then I'll get back to it.
Just then.
Try and handle that away.
funny thing,
maybe £4, £4 or £5.
That's alright. It's belted along, huh?
Here's your. Let's see if we can unclip your trace here. There you go. Nah, hook nice, hook nice.
How's on the smell?
Do you want a photograph of them?
I go for some, I'll run away.
Well, that's not a blank.
You're right.
Well, it's not a blank for you.
Bingo.
Mm-hmm.
We're off the mark. We have had one jack pike. Well, Mr. H has had one jack pike. I'm catching currently fuck all at the minute. It is eerily calm. You know, from last week where this jetty was all completely submerged to this week, the loch has fell about 2 feet, easily 2 feet. Now when you think about Lough Erne, you know, that's a lot of water for it to fall that much in a week. So that's a hell of a lot of water. But it's all good. The place is alive with fish, with shoalfish. I have a little heron that's just on the stone jetty where I was fishing last week. It's busy catching roach. I'll show you a clip of that now.
He spies something. He's got something that time.
Yeah, yeah, indeed.
He's got a wee roach.
It's not a bad size.
Just shows you how close the roach are in.
I know, and sure, he's only in there, what, 30 seconds beforehand?
Mm-hmm. Made short work of that.
I've got a heron, so as long as it stays over there and doesn't fly into my fucking rods like last year, I'll be happy enough. It's too deep and too cold out there to go swimming for rods and bite alarms. I was float ledgering. I took it out. The current's still pushing through too much, so it wasn't really working out. So I've got 3 rods in now. Ledgered on the bottom. I have an eel, a haggis flavoured red mackerel tail that has popped up, and a salmon par. I've given them all a liberal dose of Eddie Turner's oils, and they're just, yeah, I'm just sitting watching the oil slicks cutting through the river system at the minute, so, or the loch. So hopefully something will come and find them. It's a beautiful day so far, really nice. The weather says we might get rain later on, but no 45-mile-an-hour gusts of wind, which is awesome, because trying to pack up in 45-mile-an-hour gusts of winds last week was a bit of a bollocks. So, how is your week going? Are you all booked in to get your like 19th booster shot for the unnamed virus from unspecified geographical location? Something smells rotten when you have people like the Prime Minister throwing Christmas parties in 10 Downing Street whilst at the same time telling all of us plebs that we can't have Christmas parties. We might have another lockdown. To a lockdown. I'm just not wearing masks or lockdowns or anything of that shit no more. I'm not doing it. I'm tired of it now. I'm not doing it. You know, okay, I understand that it's not nice, and people that get it, there's people have died from it, and people have my sympathies if you've lost loved ones. But I'm kind of noticing that every year before COVID, we had the winter flu season that killed literally hundreds of thousands of people throughout Europe. And it's amazing, since we've got COVID, we've had no annual flu deaths. I read a statistic that was actually in the Daily Mail, which was surprising me because the Daily Mail published it, that people that are at the minute that are getting sick and are needing like lots of hospital treatment, they've been jabbed and double jabbed and booster shotted, you know. So it's very strange to me that if I took a smallpox vaccine or a measles vaccine, you know, like as a child I got the MMR vaccine, you know, and I'm not anti-vaxxer, not anti-vax at all, but as a child I got the measles, mumps and rubella vaccine. If after getting the vaccine I then caught measles, mumps and rubella, I think I'd be a bit pissed off that the vaccine didn't work. So the idea that you have to vaccinate yourself and then get booster shots in such a close proximity, it's frying my brain. I mean, you get your first shot, then a fortnight later you get your second, and then not even 6 months later you've got to get a booster shot. And they're thinking, you know, is it just kind of like a big placebo to placate the masses? I don't know. Maybe I'm fucking wrong. You know, I'm not a virologist. Oh, that's me. I'm away.
Unless they got wiped out by weed.
Oh.
We're in.
No more wheat fish, buddy. Second hand bastards.
There he is on the surface.
That was on your salmon bar, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's not a bad size.
Yeah.
Salmon bar just hanging out of me. I want in bed. Right, buddy?
Yeah.
Not a blank.
Not a blank.
And now you decide to kick off.
No, it's okay, it's okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to grab the rod there a second? I'll grab the net. It's okay.
Why did you decide to be there now?
It's alright.
Maybe he doesn't like two bearded bastards.
Oh, take it to the hooker mat, then I'll unclip this trace.
Brilliant.
I'll just set that on the rod wrist.
Perfect, man.
I'm even getting my bait back. Woohoo! Okay. Calm down. Calm down. I don't know how he's managed to hook himself, but he's managed to hook himself and put the hook out through his gills.
Oh, why?
So
He must have inhaled that, hey, because he took off on a proper run.
yeah, yeah. Oh, we'll get it out. We just have to take it out backwards.
Oh.
Right, where's that treble? There's that treble.
Brilliant.
He has a gill raker tore out, and that's old. You see how it's pink?
Yeah.
That's old.
I'll leave it be as it there. Nice, good enough size, hey? That was 6-7 pound.
Yeah, about that. Nothing special. It's not a blank. That's the main thing.
You're right.
Let's see if I can.
See the other side on there. Right.
No, it's nice enough.
Bumping off.
Oh, it's nice enough fish. I'm gonna take a picture of him. I'll put him back. He's been caught before because there's the jaw damage. So it's been.
Yeah, this venue.
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
And the damage at the gills.
Fish fairly heavy every weekend. Not a loss on him.
No.
Well done.
Not a blank!
It's not a blank. Nice enough fish, fat enough, healthy enough, except for having a gill raker tore out. That was on salmon par. I even managed to get the bait back, so it was a very helpful pike. Bring the bait back to me. More oil, cast out again. I'm not greedy, I just want something about 25 pounds heavier. That would make the day perfect.
You'll just have to kind of keep fishing with it. Eventually it'll happen.
Its time will come.
I do like the Pike Pro rod. It looks a good rod.
Actually a real nice rod to use.
Yeah.
Might see if there's any steels on it, then get another one.
Yeah.
Also means getting another fucking Samana bait on it, of course.
Well,
Be rude not to.
you can't have things that don't match. The carp guys would freak out.
Of course. Well, balance on up alright.
Yeah. Stuff out.
Just jag away with the oil down around the tail and stuff here.
Yeah.
I'm going to put them just out here. Change.
Yeah, you just have to
No, I hear
to watch the
I'm going to lob them out.
That's some collection of dead bits up there.
Stop on it.
The clear one, or not the clear one, the one that's red is eel oil. It was meant to be clear, but the syringe I had in the front of it was eel oil. Then there's one that's smoky mackerel and there's one that's salmon.
This is the very end.
If it's got black stuff, that's the smoky mackerel. You can tell because it's got like the stuff sitting on the syringe.
I love this smoking mackerel.
Yeah. Yeah, the Eddie Erne does good oils.
When I got the few pike from here on,
Mm-hmm. Dwayne is modelling the new Pro Logic Salopets and jacket combination.
definitely cozy, eh?
Yeah, well, you'll not be sweating your balls off like you would in the fucking the neoprene waders.
You want to see me when I got home, hey, with the neoprenes on?
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, if you're having to wade or get out past reeds, neoprene waders are the job. Especially in winter, like trying to fish in the water without neoprenes, you just fucking froze all day.
We were short this time.
Yeah, they'll be seen by the fish rising, the bait fish rising. We don't have to be miles away.
No.
The wind's picking up a little bit. But there is definitely flow heading that way. Could nearly be cooking with scobes time.
Cooking with scobes! Trying to set the beard on fire. That would be fucking awesome, wouldn't it? Today we're going nice and simple. We're going to chop up some... We actually already chopped up the chorizo. See? Preparation! We're going to do chorizo and fried egg sandwiches. Or baps. Nice and easy. You don't need a lot of oil. Just let that get up to temperature. Make sure your fish slice hasn't fell in the mud. That's important. Chuck in your chorizo. That smells epic, man, already. Just the chorizo. This is going to turn your oil a lovely yellow from all the paprika.
Instant flavour, man.
Mm-hmm. And then it's just a case of a couple of fried eggs and a bap, rocking and rolling. You can't go wrong. Well, you can. You can fucking drop eggs on the floor, and you can set your pan flying, and you can do all sorts of shit that's going to jinx you and ruin your day. But let's not do that today. I'm going to use the... Are you away? Mr. Hitch is away, so we're going to have to pause the cooking with scobes and go and net fish. Back again, the fish fell off. Where were we? Oh, we're doing the obligatory test that the tongs are working. The tongs are fully operational. Chorizo doesn't take long to cook. Just have to keep it turned over. Look how lovely and orange that oil is. We're going to do a taste test comparison to see if normal bread is as good as brioche bread. And we're going to set these in. You don't have to drain them with paper towels because that's just taking away all the goodness. Oh yeah, them's going to be good. The bread's going to absorb a lot of the juice that comes out of them, so you just have to enjoy chorizo juice. It's not healthy. Chorizo juice, probably not the most healthy for you. If you're on a diet where you're not allowed good things, don't eat chorizo juice or chorizo. And the great thing about chorizo when it splatters, you can see where it lands in your hand and burns you.
Oh, funky looking eggs, man.
We're having a test to see if normal bread is better than brioche bread.
Oh, aye.
Are you hungry yet?
I am.
Do you want barbecue sauce?
Oh, it's a brown in there. I'll have enough.
There you go. Chorizo and fried egg sandwiches. Stay. Don't fall. Be a good frying pan. Don't be a dick.
Just to make up for me. Fish off.
There's fucking Paddy leaf blower ban out again.
Yep. We're going to sit down and enjoy some food. Have some noise.
Yeah. You're gonna have a day where you're fishing and not being annoyed by anybody? Nope, not fucking today.
Oh, what?
Bit spray, red hands and chorizo oil. Breakfast of champions.
20 minutes later.
Mr. H is in again. I'm going to have to take away his bait.
Happy man.
That's christening the graze rod too, isn't it?
It is.
I'll get above you and
Staying deep anyway, so I don't know. The feeding's fairly decent.
right? Makes you keep it away from here.
Yeah.
Because if it goes in there, you're kind of screwed.
Yeah.
That's a fucking decent fish, man.
Yeah, he's going to
That's a fucking nice fish.
start the fight. I have a funny feeling about now.
That's a nice fish doing. That's a 20. That's alright doing there. It's not doing anything wrong.
Yeah. We'll just give it a bit of.
Maybe not a 20.
Not far away.
It's not far away.
Say it's about 18. Let's just get him into the net if we can. Oh. Happy netting, buddy, thank you. That's on the pond.
Right.
Need to grab one up.
No, it's all good. Just going to unhook this or undo this trace. These are awesome to try and do with cold hands, aren't they?
Oh.
Dwayne, mate, that's fucking pushing it, son. That's nearly 20. I would say I'd say we might be lucky here.
I'm excited. As I say, when I pulled out the pollen this morning, I feel lucky, man. Oh aye, chunky. He's a fat one. Oh, twinkle.
Dwayne, you might be lucky here, son.
Not far off it.
Right, to drag you away from this net. Lift the net about. That's a fucking healthy looking fish, son.
Oh aye.
Calm down, calm down.
Well, for the grace rod made it look easy. In fairness.
Nooker's hooked right across the mouth.
Brilliant. Couldn't ask for better. Yeah.
I don't know, I'm going to put her in the waist thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to weigh her, Dwayne.
Oh, definitely. First 20 in a long time after my break.
Right, here's how you set up to weigh your fish. It's dead easy, nice and easy. Because I used to do a lot of fishing by myself, I have a tripod. Tripods make things easier. You can hold the scales in them, everything's cool. As you can see, these scales are sitting at 0. This is the waistling. It's the same waistling that the fish is in out there. I bought 2 of them, identical. This one is soaking because it's from last week and I picked out the wrong bag and was using the one that, anyway, forget about it. On the scales, you can see that the scales are back set from 0. They're set here between 27 pounds and 28 pounds. So when you put the weight of the sling on, it goes to 0. You know, it goes to 0. Now, give or take, because it'll be wet, it might be ounces over. So if you were dead worried about weighing it and making sure it was 100% correct, I have a specific waistling that is just waistling material. It's made from PVC, Eddie Turner makes it, and it weighs, you know, like half a pound. But if it was like a fish of a lifetime, I would use that to weigh it in. But normally weighing it like this is perfect. Mr. H is going to go and bring that fish down and we're going to weigh it on this, and let's see what she is.
Right, let's see what she is.
£17.
Yeah, I'll give you £17. That's £17.
Not bad, not bad. Happy man with that. Yeah.
I'll give you some pictures of releasing it now. £17.
Oh, hello Scobes. I've just come to inspect your maggots. Just making sure that they are maggots and everything's cool with them. I'm only looking. Just looking. Might have to go in for a closer look. But no, just looking. Mm-hmm. Does he jump in, have maggots crawling him, or does he try and lean in and then fall? There he goes. Because he's figured it out now.
Like dunking for maggots. Oh yeah.
Two hours later.
Come fishing. Enjoy the peace and the tranquility of the lovely Fermanagh Lakelands. Except when you've got fucking Chainsaw Bobby there swinging around and fucking making a noise on the Sunday. It's been like that for hours.
It's just gone 4:30. It's beginning to get a bit dark. We're going to fish into dark and then take a slow drive back to home. It's not been a bad day so far. 3 pike. I've not blanked. It's been a fucking cracking day weather-wise. But let's see what the last hour has in store before we do anything.
1 hour later.
Well, here's the end of another day. Weather-wise, it was awesome. Perfect. Couldn't have asked for better weather. We're just getting drizzle now, so we've all packed up. The 3 fish, one of them being a double. 17 pounds, not bad for a day session. I think I'm going to go home and treat myself to a pizza and a cold beer. That definitely sounds like a plan. But until next time, troops, tight lines. Oh! Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to all the subscribers and anyone watching the channel. And if you happen to watch this channel and it's not Christmas like in the next week, well then pretend I'm doing it early or really late. Tight lines.